Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the 25th anniversary of the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl Midget Nationals presented by General Tire. And this year's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be special because this is the silver anniversary. And instead of giving away a golden driller, we're going to give away a silver driller. And of those 17 previous winners, well, we could have a repeat, but one guy that would love to do it because it would make history would be the youngest of those 17 winners. He did it 1 year ago. We're talking about the Bulldog. Of course, Kevin Swindell showed him how to get around.
And Swindell really trying to become the first driver to ever win the Chili Bowl back-to-back. One of 264 competitors this year from 29 states.
And of course, we're following that story intently because if he does it here again this year, he'll make history. And Dave Arterbright is all over the story.
Thanks, Ken. It was 1 year ago that Kevin Swindell rocked this place with a dramatic victory. Kevin, you've had a year to think about it. What memory stands out in your mind most of all from last year?
Just somebody handing me that driller and put me on top of the podium on a Saturday night here, and you know, it's big for us and for me especially, and it's by far the biggest one I've ever had.
You know, nobody in the 25 runnings of this thing has ever managed to win it back-to-back. What do you need to do tonight to break that trend?
We're just gonna have to be good at the end here, and you know, try to be good enough at the beginning to maybe move up a little bit. I mean, you know, I was running 6th or 7th there about 10-15 laps into this thing last year. So I mean, it's if the track's right, you can get there, but it's just a matter of getting your stuff right and being patient at the right times and being aggressive at the right times. And with that on the front row, it's I'm gonna have to be on my game and really not take any time to get there.
Well, we'll definitely pulling for you. The 39 car, one that we'll watch.
I'll tell you, he'll have some hot competition right behind him because that front row is absolutely stacked. I mean, two of the best of all time, of course. As you take a look at that cage, of course, they'll do battle in there on that quarter mile. Let's show you the Rockstar Energy Drink starting grid. Brian Clausen on the pole, Sammy Swindell on the outside, Shane Cottle and Donnie Crawford in row 2, and Damian Gardner and Jerry Coons Jr.
Dave Darlin alongside the Kiwi, Michael Pickens in row 4. Nick Knepper makes his first day main start. Last year's champ Kevin Swindell, Thomas Meserol, and the silent gasser John Stambro.
That rounds out the top 24. We're coming around. The green flag about to fly. We are racing here at the Chili Bowl in the A-Main. Clausen takes the early lead. Sammy Swindell trying to find the groove, and this track will be tricky here at the start. Donnie Ray Crawford winning on Wednesday night in the A-Main. Dave Darlin there behind him, finished second in his prelim night. And the Bulldog is picking his way to the front.
Kevin Swindell in the 39 car, defending winner, started 10th outside row 5. Currently runs 5th, so the 39 car is making some moves. Esslinger Ford power plant, spike chassis, and the caution comes out one more time.
Ken Stout, Rob Klepper, of course, Dave Arterbright and Tony Bachhoven calling all the action for you. Here comes Kevin Swindell right off the bat. He gets aggressive and takes a look at Darlin. Can he get around? And he does. He moves up into the top 4.
And Sammy Swindell jumps the cushion. Trouble for Donnie Ray Crawford. Into the fence. He collects Dave Darlin, Jerry Coons Jr. as well.
We talked about the benefactor being Kevin Swindell. Well, this sets up a story that we've been following. His opportunity to go back-to-back. He's now very close to his father. And we had a chance to speak to both him and his father earlier today about the magnitude of this race and what it means to them.
You know, winning last year, it's a constant reminder of people that congratulate you, and it really proves how big this race is. And you know, anybody in every walk of life, you know, or speak of it and want to tell you good job for last year. I mean, even up until November, December, there were still people that wanted to congratulate me. So it's you know, it's constantly on my mind, and definitely was excited to get back here and see what it held to come back as the defending champion.
You know, it's like going to the Knoxville Nationals with the sprint cars, or the Indy 500 or something, you know, Daytona 500. It's one of the biggest races of the year for this division. So to come here and be as successful as we have, you know, and just to do it once a year. I mean, we're here with part-time people, and we put this together, show up, run the cars, and then we kind of disband. So to pull that off in the way that we've done, it's pretty remarkable. So it's pretty satisfying, you know, at the end of the night, when you've been successful, to really enjoy it.
And I've got to tell you, this is like a made-for-television story that is unfolding in front of our eyes here, as now Kevin Swindell has worked his way up to 3rd place. The green flag flies. Clausen down on the bottom. Here comes Kevin Swindell, and he makes it look easy as he slides right up in front of Clausen. The Swindells are 1st and 2nd.
And Swindell, Kevin that is, working the low line. The Bulldog trying to take the lead from his pop. Can't get it done. Brian Clausen back to 3rd. Nick Knepper runs in 4th in the 55.
Kevin, the youngest winner in the history of the Chili Bowl. They are the only father-son duo to win here at the Chili Bowl, but they would be the first tandem to go 1st and 2nd in the family tree if they could pull this one off here. And they are 1 and 2 right now, but Kevin isn't done, and here comes Clausen right back around him.
Yeah, Clausen, real good run off turn 4 on the high line. You see Nick Knepper there in the 4th spot. We saw a glimpse of the 4-car Bobby East as Kevin Swindell again puts a slider on Clausen, and they touch off turn 4.
How about Knepper, man, doing a great job as he pounds around. There's 6 cars up here getting into it. Oh, man. And a huge hit right there. Darren Pittman has come to a stop. Welcome back to the Lucas Oil Chili Bowl. We have big-time drama as Sammy Swindell is out front. His son Kevin now in 2nd place. Clausen in 3rd place. This battle is on. Let's get it down to Tony Bachhoven.
Well, guys, this was a scenario both Swindell said they had hoped for 1 year ago. This time, Sammy's leading and Kevin's right behind him. There's only 13 laps left. It'll be interesting to see if Kevin races his father like he races the other 23 guys on the racetrack.
Sammy Swindell, Kevin Swindell, Brian Clausen, Nick Knepper, Jonathan Beeson. How about Corey Kurzman now running in the 6th spot?
Here comes Kevin. Kevin looking for the slide job on his dad, and he pulls it off. We have a new leader.
The Bulldog bounces off the cushion, takes the lead from Sammy Swindell, and he is already pulling away. Michael Pickens racing his way back to the front, and here comes Sammy trying to get underneath Kevin for the lead.
Pickens was all the way to the back after a spin, working his way up in there, and Beeson in his first A main has a shot as a local boy to win this thing if he can get past these 2 guys that are putting on a heck of a show. Side by side, father and son going for it.
Sammy Swindell down low. Now Kevin Swindell goes down the block, slides up to the cushion, still has the lead over the 5-time winner. But the caution comes out with 7 laps to go.
Caution flags are killing us out here tonight. Man, oh man, what a battle here. Kevin Swindell out front. Sammy does not have that dominant car that he had 2 years ago. In fact, the top 4, 5, 6 guys are all very close in performance.
Yeah, and Sammy Swindell knows all the tricks in the book, folks, and he's got his kid, who he has taught all the tricks to, out in front, and another great restart for Kevin Swindell.
Kevin Swindell's had the best restarts of any of the cars out here tonight. Pulls it off one more time. He gets some gap between him and his father. Here comes Beeson now. Look at Beeson right on the top.
White flag coming out this time by for Kevin Swindell as Sammy working the low line. The Bulldog up on top. Pickens with his hands full at Jonathan Beeson. 1 lap to go.
Here comes Sammy one more time, trying to pull up the slide job on his son. Around the back straightaway. Pickens pushing him. Sammy down to the bottom. Streamers are coming down. Sammy with the early lead. Oh, too close to call.
Kevin Swindell jumps the cushion in turns 3 and 4 and holds off his old man by about an inch. Kevin Swindell goes back-to-back and wins his 2nd straight Lucas Oil Chili Bowl. Holy cow.
The first time we've ever had a back-to-back winner in the history of the Chili Bowl. A beautiful donut right there. But Sammy Swindell, without question, had the lead coming off of turn number 4. And finally, a little bit of bite. Here's another look at it. Sammy with a nice lead right here and just that close.
The Bulldog gets the win.
The Swindells hold pretty much all the records here at the Chili Bowl, and a very elated Kevin Swindell climbing out of the car. What a wild finish.
What an awesome scene. I got to tell you, we wondered if anybody could do this back-to-back, and you did it. When did you realize, Kevin? When did you realize that it was yours?
About the time I got to turn 2 after the checkered, I was out of shock adjustment and probably 15 laps in, and I was like, I'm done. I'm not gonna get there. I'm not good on this kind of racetrack. You know, I'm not good in the rough usually, and I managed to get going there, and I found the top on the restarts off of off of 4, and could get the big run and slide those guys when they were taking off on the bottom, and it that made all the difference. And I knew I could do it to the guys running like 4th and 5th. When I got to 2nd, I didn't know if I could make it work with Clausen, and then when I got to Dad, I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it. You got to time it just perfect, and there's such a big ledge over there that it's hard to get right. And then about probably 5 laps after I got by him, the motor quit running, and that's why I had so much trouble the last 2 laps, because it would not run. It just pop and sputter, and that's what I ran into 3 and 4, and they got tight, and I stomped to try to spin them again, and they wouldn't spin. And luckily the thing took off, and I was 4 wheels in the good stuff there, and he had to slide through the slick, and he left me just enough room to sneak by him.
You got your breath now. You got a good seat here. That's a great thing. A lot of emotion. Congratulations, and 3 in a row. Is that in your imagination at all right now?
I'm just gonna enjoy this one. I really didn't think I was gonna get a second one. 2 in a row, the first guy to do this twice. It's it's a testament to all the people that help us and the preparation that goes into these cars for what they do within the time my dad spends in the shop, and everybody that comes out here and helps for nothing. All we do is get them a pit pass, and we got 15 people working on these cars. All these people that put their name on it, and a million people that just give us stuff just for this. And I just thank you so much to all of them, and it's this is incredible.
Congratulations, man. It's time to go celebrate. Well done.
Thank you.
Well, Sammy, 1 year ago you said the only thing you could have wished would have been better is you could have been racing Kevin for the win, and tonight you did just that.
Yeah, I mean, if this is the way it should have been last year, but it's great. I mean, I think he was running a little better liner. It was, I know his car was a little freer than mine, and I just had it too tight. But starting up front, we thought we could manage, and I wasn't expecting it to get so bumpy up there. But he did a good job coming from 10th, and if I'd have scripted it, I would have wanted it this way. So he might start challenging me for more wins. So that was great.